Hi guys, this is Kristian from Wingsurfer.nl. Here I have two Ozone Flux wings, both a 4.3 and a 5.7, and I've had about 10 sessions with them, and I have to say, this wing, it's an incredible tag master. It's so easy to tag with this wing, and also not just easy, it has an incredible feel to it when doing them, and also other transitions. But more about that while we explore this wing during the rest of this review. The details of the wing. When I unpacked the wing, the first thing I noticed was the new Dacron material they use for both the leading edge and the strut. It feels really thin, it feels light, and it's got this crisp feeling to it. Also, there are lots of reinforcements everywhere. And altogether the whole seaming of the wing, it looks really neat. So it's like the seaming of Ozone is done in their own factory. You can tell they pay a lot of attention to like making it perfect. It looks really good. The second thing that really catches the eyes are the handles on the wing. They are carbon handles with an EVA grip. It feels perfect, I have to say. And also on the front handle, I'm not sure you can see, there's some sand in there. There's like a little rubber bumper. So if you hit your board or some body part, it will feel less hard. Other details that I really like on this wing are actually the leash. It comes with a swivel, so if you keep on turning around with this wing, it won't get stuck on you. And also it's quite thick, and because of that it just hangs really well, also when it's getting windy. And it has a lot of stretch to it, and it comes with a waist belt. Why a waist belt? Well, you can attach it, of course, around your waist, and it's with a waist belt. I find, compared to when you have a rest belt attached from your wing to your rest, it's just easier to do transitions, freestyle tricks. Also, when you like to pedal out through, and you have to pedal out through the shore break. When the leash is attached to your arm, every pedal stroke your wing comes along. So when it's attached to your waist, it's not in the way. So when a wing comes with a waist strap, the wrist strap, I actually always connect it to my waist strap, never to my arm, if possible. So that's what I really like, how this comes out of the box. For pumping up the wings, the 4.3, the strut goes up to 9 psi and the leading edge goes to 8 psi. They're inflated and deflated both with separate valves. They are Boston valves. It's actually not my preferred valve, because when you pump it up, it's a lot of times it loses a little bit of air with the connections, and because of that it's hard to see if you pump it up to the correct level. The 5.7 that's over there, I can pump that one up to 8 psi on strut and 7 psi on the leading edge. Other details, well, actually Ozone, I think they always came with a bag with one shoulder strap. Finally, they have a backpack with 2 straps. It's a big plus. The bag is large enough to have the wing packed with carbon handles, folded. For 5.7 it's quite a long bag because of that, but it's still alright. You can attach your pump to it. It's got a beer opener and a little separate storage where it comes with a lot of extra material to attach your pump to repair your wing with. How this wing performs? Well, you can already notice it when you're walking on the beach. This wing is very well balanced. But when you're going flagged out on the wave, you'll notice it as well. The control of the wing is amazing, and the big, soft, thick, large handle on the front makes moving around on the wave easy peasy. Also, there's like a really large, big, soft patch handle, and it protects your knuckles really well. Like it's almost impossible to hit the seams or the rougher material around it. When going out on the water, you'll just notice the power delivery of the wing really well. It sits pretty far forward, so it's got like this constant pull on the front when needed. So it's not like it's not in the way. So when you're having some speed, the distribution of the power is even over both arms, but you can constantly, you do notice the forward pull. So this wing, it actually just wants to go faster if you just pitch in, you know, if you close the wing, it just wants to go faster. I actually didn't, in the 10 sessions I had, I was actually mainly focusing on wave riding and freestyling other than speed, but this wing, it will go fast, that's for sure. I'm not gonna test it more, but for doing what most people do, just free riding, wave riding, some tricks and all, this wing is one of the best wings I've had so far. When you look at how the design is of the wing, like the strut, it's completely straight, and the carbon handles, both the front handle and the rear handle, they have a sort of a little angle in them to make sure when you're holding the wing, your arms can be straight as well as your wrist. So even when I was powered up for hours at a time without harness line, I wasn't getting that tired actually. Also my wrists, my shoulders, they didn't start to hurt. So the distribution of the power and like the angles, everything of this wing, how it comes, it's just perfect. Well, at least for me it's perfect. You have to try it for yourself of course, but I think they gave it a lot of thought and it works very well. The wind range of the wing, I think the 5.7s for me starts around 12 knots or something. It does of course depends on your board size and your front wing of your foil, but on average it starts with 12 knots, and with 4.3 I'm still comfortable with 25 knots, probably gusting out a bit higher or lower, but so I'd say for the 5.7 and 4.3 as a quiver, you'll be fine from 12 to 25 knots at least. Jumping this wing is actually really a feast as well. As I already said, you have the forward pull in the wing, and if you want to go high, this wing really does deliver. So you can jump on the go. It really feels like when you want to jump, you can jump with it, and when you do, that acceleration of the constant pull, it really helps you when in the air. It really wants to go high as well, and that with full control. So I really like this wing jumping, but the one thing I mentioned at the start of the review is tacking. This wing is the tack master of the year. Like most wings, they can tack, some easier than others, but this one is really like easiest. Like it's almost impossible for me to fall with tacking since I have this wing. Like it's just so easy, and it's not just easy. The forward pull I mentioned, it pulls you while you're tacking. It just pulls you through through the corner. So instead of you're moving the wing above your head and you're dropping down a little bit on the foil, if you of course it can still happen if you do it really slow, but if you after a while you have the feeling of the wing, and sometimes even when you normally would have screwed things up with the tag, this wing still goes, and then it catches the wind and it just pulls you through the tag. So it actually you go really fast through the tag as well. So this is just a tag master. Sometimes I was just doing 20 tags after each other, like tagging, going round and around, just for fun, because it's just fun to do it with this wing. But also not just the tags, you can really feel the jibes. If you want to practice the P jibes or the high angle jibe or other transitions like the 360 moves, everything became easier when using this wing. So I love it. The downsides of this wing, well, actually I had a hard time finding any, but if I'm really critical, when the seas are rough and I'm trying to start, the wing flips over quite easily. So that's quite annoying, because if you get into the water again and flip the wing, and then keep it on a tight leash or hold it to the handle and you'll be fine. Other thing I noticed are the windows. I can't see a lot through them actually. Right now they're a little bit dirty from the sand and salt, but the positioning of the windows don't help a lot actually for visibility. So when I'm going around, most of the times the strut is in front of the windows. Maybe during competition when someone's really close you'll see someone, but in most situations they're pretty useless, I'd say. And the third thing, last thing, the material of the leading edge and strut, it feels really light and crisp, but I did have a foil tip going through the leading edge already. But then again, this happens to any Dacron wing quite easy. So time will tell if this will break down any sooner than other wings out there. Conclusion: with the Flux, Ozone made a performance wing that can do it all, without compromises. The only compromise is this Dacron wing is a little bit more expensive than other Dacron wings out there. But I have to say, you get the best wing I've tried so far for 2023. I would recommend this wing to anyone actually, if you're light or heavy, but also if your level is just starting out or when you're an expert in winging. It's really made for anyone. So if you can get your hands on the Flux, give it a try or get one. I don't think you'll be sorry. It's just perfect.